Hello and welcome to another Puzzling Time video. Now, one of my favourite types of puzzle isn't a particularly difficult puzzle. It's not a sequential box. It's actually trick bolts. It's something that looks so normal and so everyday, it has a little trick to it. And that's why I ordered these two trick bolts from Lee Valley Tools. I think I'm going to display more bolts on my page in the coming weeks. I've got a few at home that I've not really introduced to the channel yet. So these two bolts are only small, an inch and a little bit more tall, quite heavy, quite well weighted. I don't think they're going to be too difficult to solve. I think that when you're talking about bolts of this size, typically there's only one or two little tricks they can do. When you get larger bolts, such as Ali's bolt by Brass Monkeys, it's a bigger, robust piece of machinery, and there's lots they can do with a bolt of that size. But with these, there's only typically a handful of ideas. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and solve these. So if you don't want to know how to solve these two trick bolts and you want to purchase them yourself, then look away now. Give me a like and a subscribe. Otherwise, let me explain how to go around solving these puzzles. So, first thing I want to try and do, obviously, try and take the nut off. It's not coming off, but it is winding on. So it's binding in one direction, but not the other. And as you can see, when I move this and it binds, it does move this end a little bit here. So that leads me to think that we've got two parts to this thread. So if I hold the bolt like this, I should be able to wind the nut off. I have another bolt at home which uses exactly the same principle, and the nut comes off. We'll have three parts to this: the nut, the partial thread, and then the rest of the bolt. And when they sit together, they bind in one direction, in the direction of trying to unthread, but not in the other. So that is why you can quite easily thread it on, but not so easily thread the nut off. Let's get that on there. Certainly a nice puzzle. Even non-puzzlers would probably be able to solve that one quite quickly, so nothing too tricky. And our second nut and bolt, well, obviously we've got this extra part at the end of the bolt, and we can't take the nut off, it's not big enough. So I think that this should probably just unscrew. Does it? It's quite... Oh, so it unscrews the opposite way. It's on a reverse thread, so I try to unscrew it lefty loosey, actually righty tighty unscrews this one, and then we have the nut off the bolt. So quite a nice little puzzle there. Not too difficult, and again, great for introducing people to the idea of trick bolts, things to look for. They're from Lee Valley, certainly worth adding to your kind of collection of what I like to call kind of pocket puzzles, ones that you can just, chuck in the car, take to a party, and just have with you for anyone to try, kids to try, people who aren't used to puzzling. Just having a few puzzles out on the table, can tweak people's interest and get them into the same hobby you're into. Before you know it, they'll be sat around trying to solve the Lotus puzzle. So thanks for watching, as always. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.